So good morning everybody and welcome to the fourth EnduroGP race of this season. We will talk about Bétula. We will give you some points that we think are really important. So give us some attention now in the next 5 minutes. Super test tonight. We will start at 5 o'clock in the starting ramp. So everybody should start on the starting ramp and then pay attention because we will do 10 kilometers in asphalt to go to Ponte de Olio. We make the super test, it is also in asphalt, and you return to here also in asphalt, which makes a total of 22 kilometers, okay? The open class will do the super test. So everybody this time will do it, and the order will be open, woman, youth, junior, GP, by the reverse order of the championships, like normal. You will have extra 15 minutes to do it all. So it means that you will have 1 hour 15 to go from the start ramp, go to the super test, make the super test, return from the super test, make your service, and pay attention because this time you are allowed to change the tires after the super test. So because you have the asphalt, we will give you the opportunity to change your tire, both tires for sure, after the super test. Then another very important thing is that the entrance of the paddock is always on the north gate, so in the other side. You will enter by the upper entrance. You have 2 lines on the paddock. You should follow the lines. Please drive it carefully because it's narrow, as you have seen already. So please drive it carefully. We expect a lot of people, so you should be really careful when you are entering in the paddock.
For who make a service in the B paddock, they have to go and back.
Exactly. Those that are going on the B paddock, they will have to go to the B paddock and then come back and enter. And the entrance will be in the same on the north gate.
Only for today.
The signalization for today is blue. Okay, so you should follow the blue marks. For tomorrow and Sunday, we will start at 9 as usually. The order will be GP, Junior, Youth, Woman, and the Open class. We will have 2 riders each 2 minutes, and we will have a gap of 5 minutes between them. Pay attention because this race is a race with 2 loops. We will have the red loop, the first one, and then the blue loop. The red loop, you will find the extreme and the enduro test. And on the blue loop, the second one, you will have only the cross test concerning special tests, okay? The EnduroGP will make 3 laps and a half, and when we are talking about 3 laps and a half, we are talking 3 complete laps, plus the half lap that includes the 3 special tests. So the EnduroGP will make a total of 12 special tests in the end of the day, okay? In the extreme test, for the GP, we will have a joker line. So if you want to skip to the first uphill and the downhill, you can use the joker line, but you will have 45 seconds penalty if you do that per special. Okay, so please, it's option to you, but it's 45 seconds. Concerning the woman will also have 3.5 laps on the first day, but on the first extreme is not timed. So in the end of the day, they will have only 11 special tests, not 12 like the EnduroGP. They will also have 2 shortcuts on the extreme. So women will not gonna do the first uphill and the downhill. They go directly to the second uphill, and then in the middle of the special test, they will find a big shortcut that will make them easy and that will come to the end much more quickly. Women also will have 2 extra minutes on the time check number 3. So pay attention, you will have 2 extra minutes on time check number 3. Concerning the open class, you will have 2.5 laps. So 2 complete laps and an half lap. But on the half lap, you will only do the first lap, the red one, which means that you will have only the extreme and the enduro test. And in the end of the day, you will arrive with 8 special tests total. 2 extra minutes on the time check number 3 You will have the same shortcuts from the woman, so you will skip the first uphill and the downhill. You go directly to the second uphill, and you will find also the shortcut in the middle of the special test, and it's already all signed for you to check. Also, you will have 2 minutes more on the time check number 3. Pre-finish. The pre-finish for tomorrow will be on the paddock B. So everybody will enter from the paddock B. You will arrive to the pre-finish where you make the sound test today, and the technical part today, sorry. And we will give you an extra minute on the pre-finish, which means that you will have 16 minutes to work on the bike, okay? Because from the paddock B to the paddock A, you will have some road to do, so you have an extra minute, 16 in total. The lap will have around 1 hour 57. The GP will have around 7 hours of race, and the open class will have around 5 hours. Again, this race has 2 loops. The time check from the race, from the lap, and the final time check are in the same position just after the TM track. So aside of the Parc Fermé, you will find the TC for the lap and also the final TC. Okay? Last recommendation, please pay attention with this paddock. Drive really safely, carefully, slowly, because it's really narrow and we can have an accident with the people that we are expecting. When you enter on the north gate, slowly till the 10th and then come to the time check. Hope everything and everybody will be fine and good, and I will pass the floor to Mauricio to explain you a bit in detail the track.
Okay, so welcome here in Italy to everybody. About the details of the race are the start from the paddock. The first special test is you take the red loop. Pay attention. The first special test that you are going to face is the extreme test after 2 kilometers by asphalt, and you spend around 3 minutes. I ride the complete extreme in 3 minutes and a half. And I remark what Pedro already says. There is for the woman in the open, there is a big shortcut on the top, on the small forest, and basically you have the joker line that is free, so with no penalty. After the extreme, you go to wait for the enduro test. I spent 29 minutes. It's around 14 kilometers. There is nothing special in this section. It's easy. Single track in the wood and some gravel road. For arrive to the enduro test. Enduro test I ride in 9 minutes. It's 5.2 kilometers long, and there is nothing to remark about it. You walk it already, so there is nothing, no deviation, nothing. From the enduro test, you arrive to the paddock for the time check 1. You will spend 7 minutes. I suppose around 8 minutes for the service, 8-9 minutes for time for the service. After the time check 1, you start with the blue loop. The blue loop, in the blue loop, you start, and after 1 kilometer, you have another time check. You spend 2 minutes to arrive there. I will give you 3 minutes. And this is the time check where start the tight one. The tight one is 11.3 kilometers, and I ride in around 20. We will confirm in the second race direction meeting, and you will find the time schedule that we decide to give to you about this section. That will be one section that you will have to ride quite quickly. Don't sleep on it. And I ride in 20 minutes. In the time check, from the time check 3, you go to the cross test. Cross test, you arrive there after 7 minutes. You have to cross the river, and you pass just beside the paddock B. But don't go to make the service. Go before to go the cross test. Anyway, follow the signs, and it's easy, and you will not get lost. cross test, I ride in 7 minutes. Is 5.1 kilometers, and from the cross test to the time check 4, again to the paddock, is 1.5 kilometers, and I ride in 4 minutes. I suppose always for the service at the paddock around 8-9 minutes. So this is everything for the race.
Pay attention to the half lap. Tell him the half lap.
The half lap for the EnduroGP Junior, Youth and Woman, it consists that after 3 complete laps, you will start the red one, the red loop. You will do as usual, the extreme, the enduro, and after the enduro, you, as you say in the laps before, you pass in front of the cross test. So instead to come after the enduro, instead to come directly to the paddock, you will ride the cross test. After the cross test, it for you will be the last test of the day, and you will come back to the paddock for the pre-finish. That, as Pedro says, is in the beginning of the B paddock, just after that you cross the river. You have the pre-finish, we give you 16 minutes to make the service, and you finish the race. So enjoy and have a good race for tomorrow and tonight.